On the agenda today, wrapping up all the storylines. Which means we're going to be having a lot of work to do. Checking my team. I feel like I'm not quite ready to take on two of the storylines, namely the namely Starfall Street and Path of Legends, because I think those levels are close to 60. So my best bet at this point would probably be the Pokemon League first. So I'm gonna head over to the Pokemon League. Oh yeah, I also have some experience candies. So I think I might bring everyone up to where my mouse holds level is, honestly. Nice. Alright. Got a lot of medium candy, so that's going to be easy. Alright, 2 of those. Ooh. Might be enough for a small. Yay. Okay. 56 is fine, too. That's fine. Dream Eater? Really? Okay. I didn't know that you could learn hypnosis. There we are. Ooh, Steel Wing. That might actually be useful. Power of 70. Not a lot of accuracy, though. You got plenty of speed, so I don't think you're going to need Flame Charge anymore. I'll give you Steel Wing. There we are. Alright, cool. Everyone is up to level. I may want to do something else with mouse hold. Thinking maybe give it a defensive, give it a bit more defense instead of the nature I gave it. Because I gave it an Adamant Mint. I'm thinking maybe give it a up defense and low special attack. Just to make sure it can survive some hits. Let me see if I have that mint. If not, I can buy it. Should be in this one. Yeah, hero. Attack, grow, defense, suffer. I do not. I'm going to go grab that real quick then, and then we're actually going to get going with the Elite Four. And I think I'll just fly to it. Make my life a little simpler. Hey, Kiwi Boy J, how are you? I just started. I'm doing a couple of housekeeping things before I take on the Elite Four. Then I'll move on to wrapping up Team Star, and then I'll finish off with the end of the Path of Titans. I'm just picking up some drugs for my mouse hold. Because I want to give it a little more defense before I go in. Let's see. Lonely Mint. Attack up. Where is defense up special attack? Yeah, Impish sounds good. And pay with cash. Please remember to follow the recommended dosage. Alright. Yeah, I think Impish is going to be a little bit better. Just for survivability for my mouse hold. I passed the herbs. There they are. Up defense, low special attack. Yes. Alright, so what did that do to your stats? Alright, yeah, that actually might help. I got 10 more defense because of that. And, yeah, Population Bomb plus Wide Lens, kinda busted. Alright. You know what? I'm not gonna fly. I'm actually just gonna walk up there. I think I just need to go this way. Pokemon League. Oh, look at that. This is where all the low-level Tandemaus are. How low are they again? Are they level 7 here? Levels, yeah, about there. You know what? Why not? You two are never gonna have kids. Yeah, you can find Igglybuff, Fido, and Tandemaus on this route. Before I kick the ass of that kid, I did that at the beginning of the game. So let's go on ahead and finally have the levels to kick the ass of this guy. Look like you got promise, kid. Let's give you a challenge to grow on. Cabby Paco. Alright, Annihilate. Show up what for. Nice. Even after that Intimidate, I was still able to kick its ass. Bye-bye. Bronzong. You've either got Heat Proof or Levitate. I'm gonna bet you have Levitate. So, fire attacks. Alright, Flare Blitz. Alright, I picked right. Oh, wow, I got a burn. Did not expect that. I honestly thought the Flare Blitz didn't burn. I thought it just did the recoil. Yeah, another Flare Blitz. I want to get rid of it. And Ceruledge. Ooh. Firing Ghost, I think. Yeah, sure. Bring in Normal again. Or for the first time. Nice. Alright. Night Slash is gonna be enough to get you. Or not. Good. Well then. Alright, well. I'm gonna go on ahead and just use Clamps to kick your ass. Alright, give it a Razor Shell. I might give you Waterfall. Wait, can it learn Waterfall? Haha, did you get some growth out of that? Kinda. Alright. There's a Gimmighoul over here. Alright, I want a TM made. Water. Water Pledge, Waterfall. It can learn Waterfall. It can also learn Liquidation. Has the same effect of Razor Shell, I believe. Alright, so do I want Flinch or do I want Defense lower? Alright, I just need to take out some Arrokuda and some Weasel. That should be fairly easy, actually. Actually, yeah, before I go in, I'm probably gonna teach Cloyster Liquidation so it has some water coverage. Yeah, so I'm not quite ready to go in just yet, then. Alright, heal me up. I'm gonna go to where some Weasel and some Aracuda are. I believe they're both in the same area. If not, then I'm getting Weasel for sure. Alright. I believe I can find them over here. Oh, I should have flown a little closer. Oh well. Yeah, I should have flown over to this one. Oh, can I make it? Ah, dang it. Starting to fall a little bit too fast. Alright, there's definitely Weasel over here, but I think there might also be Aracuda over here. Well, there's definitely Wiglet. Ooh, there's a thing up here. Oh, it's a den. It's a poison den. Okay. Aha! I see a Weasel. There we are. Weasel fur. Alright, I think I just needed one. Alright, so I was wrong about Aracuda. Let's try a little further in the water then. They're definitely in the water in a lot of places. Oh, perfect! An Aracuda! I'm punching some fish for a couple minutes. Alright, well, I guess that ain't gonna work. Alright, punch a fish. Ah, another Weasel over there. I might go on ahead and get that one, too. Oh, didn't want to... I didn't want the shelter. Alright, punch it. Alright, just need to get one more Aracuda, I think. Alright. Looking for Aracuda. That is a Magikarp. There's an Aracuda. Oh, wow. Aqua Jet. There we are. Get so little experience from beating those things. Alright. Think I've got enough materials. Let's head back up to the Pokemon League. Alright, I want a TM made. I need more Aracuda. Crap. Alright. You know, I could just say screw it and get Waterfall, but I'm going all the way. Oops. I haven't gone there yet? Really? Huh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a few spots I haven't gone, but I could have sworn I stopped at that Pokemon Center earlier. Alright. Nice. Drive-by item grab. Right here as well. Oh, just more Pokeballs. Alright, I have enough Weasel items. I just need to KO a couple more fish. Alright. Point me in the direction of the fishies and I will kick their ass. I will get this liquidation TM. Punch. There we are. There's one. Where's another Arracuda? I don't need a Magikarp. I actually don't need any more Weasel either. There's one. Found you. And punch. Alright. Now I have enough. But yeah, let me go ahead and get that one. Yeah, I'll stop. The hell? Oh, it's a Wingull. Did not look like a Wingull whatsoever. Let me get this Pokemon Center and then I'm flying back. Ooh, item. Got. Ah, Sandstorm. Oh, perfect. I can get my TM made here, too. Want a TM made. Here we are. Liquidation. Yes. All right. All right. Lowers defense. Lowers the defense. Oh, yeah, it's more powerful and more accurate. There we are. Taking a look at the ghost moves I've got as well. It can learn Shadow Claw. I may go ahead and give it Shadow Claw, actually, instead of Phantom Force. All right, yeah. I've already got a Shadow Claw TM. Let's give my Pokemon something a little more powerful. All right, no, I'm Dazzling Gleam. Why can Talonflame learn Swords Dance? Okay. Alright, let's heal up first. I'm gonna pick up a few more full restores as well before I head in. Alright, perfect. And let's get this item before I head out. All right. Let's start our little foray against the Elite Four. Hello, Fickles. So, this is it. You've decided to face the Pokemon League. The final test you must pass to become a champion is held here in this building. I wish you the best of luck from the bottom of my heart, Fickles. I look forward to meeting you again soon. Alright then. Are you ready to face the Pokemon League's champion assessment? As ready as I'll ever be. Let's see here. Fickles from Naraja Academy, is it? It appears you have a total of 8 gym badges. Very well. You may now proceed to the interview room. Oh. Hello, Rika. Thank you for coming today. Please, do have a seat. Alright, I'm actually gonna rearrange my Pokemon real quick. Actually, I'm gonna have you up front. Alright. I, Rika, will be your interviewer. Let's get started with the first portion of the champion assessment. We'll begin with the interview. First things first, let's see how many gym badges you have. Excellent, you have all 8. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you wouldn't mind, Fickles. Please, think carefully as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Let's begin. How did you get here today? I came by flying taxi. Very good, very good. Please, tell me the name of the school you are enrolled in. Naranja Academy. Ah, that's right. So what brings you to the Pokemon League today? I came to become a champion? Yes, indeed. Why else would you be here, I suppose? Now, what do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? Well, I kind of want to battle Nimona. I see. Interesting. Tell me, which of the 8 gyms gave you the most difficulty? Alright, so of these... Artisan, Levincia... I think the Electric Leader actually gave me the most difficulty. If I'm being frank. Let me check, I'm just double checking to see if the Levincia is the Electric Leader. Yeah, it is. Okay. I see. And what was the name of the leader you faced there? I don't know. I'm glad you seem to remember. But do you remember which type of Pokemon Iono used? Electric. Wonderful. Building the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon to get here, Fickles. What was the category of the Pokemon you chose to be your first partner? The Grass Cat Pokemon. Very good, very good. Now please, forgive me, but I'm going to repeat a previous question. Remind me, what do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? I want to battle Nimona. Ah, yes, that's right. Next is the final question for this interview. Do you like Pokemon, Fickles? I wouldn't be here otherwise. Good job, kiddo. that about wraps up the interview. And let me be the first to congratulate you, Vickles. You passed the first part of the champion assessment. On your first try, too, no less. Don't think anyone's done that since Nimona. But anyway, time to switch gears and get ready for the next segment. The second segment is what we call the Elite Test. And you'll be facing the Elite Four in Pokemon battles. I guess that's pretty obvious from the name of the test, huh? Anyway, we're the best the league has to offer. You'll be facing us 4 in a row. No turning back. This won't be a cakewalk, I promise you that. Make sure you're all ready, then go into the room behind me. Can I even see what's on the screen? No? Oh, okay. Alright, double check. I'm actually gonna put you up second, and then I'll have you third. Alright, let's go. Alright, who's the first member of the Elite Four I'm facing? You looked cuter with the glasses on. Now then, let's get started, eh? Let good old Rika be the first of the Elite Four to take you on. And I'd say I'll go easy on you, but I'd be lying. Think fast! Rika of the Elite Four uses ground-type Pokemon. I finally get to battle you. I've been looking forward to this, so don't give up too soon. Alright. Let's power ourselves up for the oncoming onslaught. Ooh, Earth Power. I live! Dickhead! Alright, it's enough. I should be able to outspeed everything, too. Donphan. Yeah, I think I outspeed it. Let's go. Oh my god! And that was a crit! There we go. Skill Link is amazing. Final Gambit. The user risks everything to attack the target. The user faints but inflicts damage equal to its own HP. I'm gonna say no. Oh, Dugtrio. Ooh, do I outspeed that actually? Rio. I do! Oh. That wasn't even a crit. I forgot how weak Dugtrio's defense is. Camerupt. Alright, cool. Liquidation. You're quad weak to water. Alright. Clodsire. Impressive. You really are something else, kiddo. Oh! Alright, so you're going to terrestrialize into a ground type, And I'm assuming you have water absorb. So let's go on ahead and keep on poking you with some ice. Let's finish this. Go on, Clotsire. Shake things up a bit. I can't believe I have to face the best boy. Oh my god, I actually have it. I swept with Cloyster after one shell smash. There's a reason I wanted to get a shelter on this team as early as possible and get it evolved as early as possible. Not bad, kiddo. Talk about unfair. No way was I ever going to win that one. Still, though, what a great battle. Felt good even to lose. Not a whole lot of trainers have the skill to make it past the elite test, but who knows? I'm beginning to think you might be one of the few that do, Vickles. Better stay on your toes, though. Second of the Elite Four is stronger than me. You're up next, Squirk. Come on out. Coming! Oh, God. It's the Destroyer of Worlds.
Oh, wow. Did you lose, Rika?
Yeah, I did. She's no pushover, let me tell you. I'll be watching from the side. Avenge me if you can, eh?
You bet I will.
I'll let you guess what type she uses. Alright, I'm gonna swap some members around. Alright, so I'm gonna start with you. And go from there. I'm ready to face Poppy.
It's so cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye-bye, miss. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attacks won't work on them all. They'll bounce right off. You'll see.
I can't wait for you to meet my friends, so here they come.
Alright, Poppy. She uses steel types.
Go on, Raja.
Smush 'em.
Alright, do I want to terrestrialize right away and just close combat the hell out of him? You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to terrestrialize right away and try to knock him out in one hit. Not for nothing, but I think you've got a big, giant arm coming out of your head there, Annihilate. Corviknight. I don't want to lose the Terra. Oh, pressure. Well, that's going to complicate things. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, I almost got it. Oh, good iron defense. Alright, I'm just gonna Shadow Claw. Whew! I'm surprised it didn't use a flying type move against me. Bronzong. Oh wait, Ghost should be super effective against Bronzong. Unless Steel... Oh no, nope. I assume it also has Levitate, so yeah. Almost. How the hell did I avoid that? I got incredibly lucky. And grassy terrain. Is there anything I want to replace? Flower Trick, U-turn, Play Rough Night. No, I think I've got a pretty good coverage right here. No. Magnezone. Keep. Alright, it doesn't have Levitate. It probably has Sturdy if I had to guess. It's got Sturdy. Luckily, I'm only using physical moves against you. Alright, bop it. And here it is. Tinkaton.
I'm not scared. My last Pokemon will turn things around.
That thing right there has killed a lot of Corviknight to make that hammer. That thing is a menace.
It's time to get all dressed up pretty, Tinky.
Hey, I think your Tinkaton has an axe in its head. Oh! Was not expecting the play rough. Alright, you're pure steel now. So, let's try Firecracker. I almost swept with Annihilate. I was not expecting it to outspeed me, though. So, that's a bit disappointing. Alright, Flare Blitz. Oh my god! I got lucky again. Alright, Aerial Ace. Whew.
I wanted to take revenge on you, Rika.
Pretty sure you mean take revenge for me, Squirt. Don't think I did anything wrong by you. Hate to say it, but you lost, Poppy. Better call the next guy.
Oh, that's right. I haven't had to do this in a long time. It's your turn, Mr. Larry.
Larry? Oh. Wow. So, P's Elite Four, too. Hello there. It's me, Larry. So, what type would he use in the Elite Four match? It's not normal, but we've already seen a hint of it earlier. And I've got coverage for it on a couple of my Pokemon. I'm gonna bring you in first. So, we made it this far. I serve as a member of the Elite Four too. Yes, unfortunately for me. At my gym, I use normal type Pokemon, since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But, well, the boss told me to use a different type here. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. Anyway, time to get to work. Larry of the Elite Four. Well, I'll be trying my hand with flying-type Pokemon this time. Yep, he actually had a couple of hints as to what his Elite Four typing would be. One, his, tie, it's blue and it has cloud patterns on it. The second is his ace Pokemon in the gym is Staraptor, which is normal and flying. He also uses a Staraptor on this team, but it's not his ace. I forgot I had Icy Wind on here. I'm kind of glad I kept it. Oh, good. I still outspeed you, but I missed. Ow. Alright, good Thunderbolt, actually. There we are. Ooh, wow, that was a crit. There's Staraptor. It's second this time. It's a good thing I'm not using physical attacks with this Pokemon. Thunderbolt. Ooh, almost. Well, you just killed yourself. Good job. Everything else gets experience, but my Pokemon. But my Gardevoir. Let's send in... Yeah, let's send you in. Ice-type moves get a bit of a disadvantage in Sun, but I've still got Rock Blast, which I'm gonna use. Revelation Dance. Oh. Well, crap. Might actually give me... I might have a bit of a tough time on this one. Alright, it's electric flying with that form. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see how far Population Bomb can take us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wide lens. Altaria. Oh, you're dragon flying. I can use play rough. But I think I'm gonna do this. Tidy things up a little bit. Oh, good. And play rough. Ooh, you're a bit of a bulky one, aren't you? Flamigo! Sure. You're even stronger than before. Guess I don't get a break today. The most plain looking of the new Pokemon. It's just basically a flamingo. I almost said flamingo. Alright, I've got a couple moves that are super effective against it, but I'm gonna go on ahead and try this. At the risk of messing up my suit a bit, it's time to get some wind at our backs. Also, I was wondering which one would have the Terra Crystal on it if I terrestrialized a Mousehold. Well, it's no longer a fighting type. It's pure flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a crit. 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, I love Mousehold. Well, that took the wind from under our wings. You're a lot stronger than I recall. No wonder La Primera likes you. Now then, I suppose the final member of the Elite Four is next. It's your turn, Hassel. Now where could he be? I don't think he heard you, Larry. Come on in, Hassel. Larry, you may need to speak up just a little bit more. Hassel? Hassel, you're up next!
Hello there, Fickles. It delights me to see you here. As for you, Larry, I see you've made Rika do the shouting again, hmm?
Oops. Did not mean to go into the boxes. Yeah, let's see what we got. There's Great Tusk. Caught you after I beat you as a Titan Pokemon. Hyper Potion. And let's go on ahead and revive our 2 fallen comrades. Kinda gonna need them for this one because this is the Dragon type Elite Four member. Might also see if I can change some things around with my item layout. Slightly boost the power of the holder's super effective moves. Might give me an extra edge with Cloyster then. I'm gonna see if that works. Yes. Clear Sparkling Amulet protects the holder from having its stats lowered by moves used against it or other Pokemon's abilities. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that for Hassel. I just want to make sure I have a little extra power for Icicle Spear. All right. I'm gonna wait for the for those to finish scrolling. Okay.
I was, of course, absolutely certain you would make it to me eventually. Young sprouts truly do grow with outstanding speed, yes. But I never for a moment imagined we would be facing each other so soon. Now, a teacher's duty is to guide students and aid their growth. But I think I shall forget about my role as a teacher for a moment. And wield all my might for the sole purpose of defeating you. I am Hassel, the dragon guarding the final fortress of the elite test. Prepare to learn firsthand how the fiery breath of ferocious battle feels.
Oh, he's serious. Noivern! I thought he'd start with Dragalge, which is why I swapped out my Gardevoir.
Show me everything you've got. I shall face you with my full strength.
Yeah, I thought he'd start with Noivern. I thought he'd start with Dragalge instead of Noivern, so that's why I started with Clamps. Ooh. I'm glad I did not Shell Smash, because I would have gotten knocked out. Ooh. Alright, cool. Cool, glad I did that. There it is. But it's also part poison, so... yeah, let's go on ahead and do that. Ah, poison point. Alright, Psychic. Not enough. Oh no. Oh wow, I still live. Oh no, I'm poisoned. I think I'll Icy Wind. I missed! Well. Sorry, Tammy. Did not expect that to miss. Alright, well, let's bring in someone to clean this up. There we are. Oh well. I'm not going to use you for the rest of the Elite Four anyway, so that's fine. Oh no. Haxorus. You are pure dragon, but you're also highly offense. Not very big on the defense. So Cloyster might actually be okay. I'm gonna heal it up a little bit though. Mold Breaker. Rock Tomb. Okay, cool. I'm glad I healed. Ooh, not good. Alright, you've got 2 more Pokemon after this. Nice. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Flapple. I'm gonna go on ahead and do a Hyper Potion just to gauge what kind of damage it's gonna do. Okay, good. And you're faster than me. Oh, Leech Seed! Oh, wow, okay. Bye, Flapple. I probably would have been okay with just, not healing. Baxcalibur! Now, we have not seen any of, this Pokemon before now. But I know it's typing, so I'm just gonna use that to my advantage.
Only a little more until you pass. Don't let up! Godzilla! Come, O Great Dragon, and take a Terra Jewel as your crown! No point in letting this drag on. Behold the power to overwhelm everything.
Glaive Rush! Not enough. I'm gonna have to outspeed this sucker. Oh, good, I'm faster. God. So, you know how I said I wasn't going to use you for the rest of the battle? Might have to change my mind on that. But extremely high defense might be the way to go. Once again, a Hyper Potion. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to just outspeed this dang thing. Check summary. What was your speed? 154 versus... Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. I'm gonna go for one well-timed... one well-aimed Flare Blitz to entirely wreck you. 120. But that's got 90 accuracy, and I had a 90 accuracy move miss earlier. That would be super effective. Alright, Flare Blitz. Let's go. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. I forgot it's no longer Dragon Ice. Wait, I think I took it out anyway. Oh, that's hilarious. My starter's the only one left.
The mighty dragon has been felled.
So yeah, once again, I forgot that Terra typing makes your Pokemon a Monotype. Oops. I should have gone with Steel Wing. You really did it.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Wonderful! I'm just so proud of you.
Oh, don't cry, Grandpa Hassel. There. Want a hug?
Sorry about all this, Vickles. The old man can get like this sometimes. What if I do? I'm so overwhelmed. Guess I gotta do the talking. Anyway, the result for the elite test of the champion assessment is a pass, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you're tougher than steel.
Yep. That's so beautiful. Congratulations. I'd say you're good to go, but there's actually just a wee bit more to the champion assessment. This will be your final trial. See that back door there? Our fearless commander, the final opponent you'll face for your test, is waiting beyond it. Her skills are so amazing, she was able to strong-arm all of us into joining the Elite Four. You won't find a mightier champion. Though, I think you'll do fine, kiddo. You beat me, after all. I'll patch your team up on the house, so don't lose. You hear?
I really love your Pokemon, miss. So I'll cheer for you as hard as I can.
Well, good luck. Even a baby dragon can breathe fire! Oh, guess you got over your sobs, huh?
You can do this. We all know you can. Now go, young Vickles. Your hands may be small, but let them seize a great victory.
Also, I like that the only change for Larry's look between Gym Leader and Elite Four is that he's wearing gloves now. He was not wearing gloves in the gym. Alright, she doesn't say anything significant. Alright. Don't remember what the La Primera starts with. Send you in first. I have a feeling of what I'm gonna be using against her final Pokemon, though. So I'm gonna try not to use it as much as possible. I'm gonna change up an item here. The Rocky Helmet definitely helps, so I'm not gonna swap that around at all. Actually, I'm gonna use this on, Flower Trick. Alright. About ready as I'll ever be. Let's go. Welcome, Vickles. It gives me a great joy that you've managed to make it all the way to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. Final test is a battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. But before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I have a trait that some might say is inappropriate for a league chairwoman. I am utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. Maybe that's why nobody's passed the test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. But you might manage something wonderful like Champion Nomona did. So, are you ready for your final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. Alright, show me the power of a champion. Esparta! I do hope you can defeat me and become a champion yourself. Alright. Oh, good. I got a bit of a defense increase. Oh, you've got Opportunist. Oh, that's not good. Alright, since you're gonna kick my ass next turn, I'm gonna go on ahead and do a bit of setup. Alright, who am I gonna send in to clean up? You! I haven't used you at all. So, do a Night Slash. Ooh, wow, okay. Yes, that was the correct decision in this situation. Please, continue. Ooh. Oh! Oh, of course it's a crit. What's the matter? You're not one to let something so insignificant fluster you. Oh, critical hit. Poor thing. Alright, no need to pour salt in the wound. There we go. The menace has fallen. Oh, King Gambit. You are steel and dark. Oh, I tried to hold it off. And like Primeape, this is an evolution of Bisharp. Oh no. Oh my god. That's the second time Zen Headbutt has... If I had a nickel for every time Zen Headbutt has missed my Pokemon, I'd have two nickels, which is really odd that it's happened twice. I'm gonna Earthquake. Goat. You are pure grass. I might be a little faster because I don't think the Tailwind is petered out. Nice. Odd that the top champion would have a Pokemon like Go-Go, though. So I don't remember it being, like, anything special. Kind of like a middle-of-the-road Pokemon. Avalugg. I'm gonna keep Clamps in, actually. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do Shell Smash. I almost made a huge mistake. Body press. I survived that. Oh, am I actually gonna... Nope. I need to get a few crits. Ah, it was worth a shot. Alright. That was a good shot. Ha ha ha! 3 hits! Veluza! Volton Veluza! I think this thing is extremely fast. So I better be able to take it out with 1 hit. Or else I'm in for a world of hurt. Oh, mold breaker. Nice. I'm breaking the mold. I'm breaking Veluza's mold. Thunderbolt. Every time. Ooh. Okay, I still live. All right. Glimora. Bring out my ace in the hole. Again. Don't think you've won just yet. Alright, so, this is an odd one we haven't seen yet. Kinda looks otherworldly, almost. Be the light that guides all trainers, Glimora. I can tell you right now that its typing is Rock Poison, but it's still gonna be weak to Earthquake. Ooh. All right. Oh yeah, and its ability, Toxic Debris, scatters toxic spikes all over the opponent's field. So every time it takes a physical hit, it lays down a layer of toxic spikes. So this thing is pretty good. I'm gonna do an X Special Defense. Oh yeah, my Assault Vest is kinda helping out with that too. Alright, another Earthquake. Whew, Champion Gita has been defeated! Oh, and, you know, toxic spikes and all. I have defeated top champion Gita! You go beyond my imagination so easily. Such overwhelming power, such amazing skill. It seems Paldea has gained another wonderful trainer to be proud of. Congratulations. It's my honor to call you Champion Vickles. Congratulations is right. Now I can really say you're good to go.
Yay, you did it, miss!
Congratulations. This is amazing. I can't do it anymore.
Ugh, crying again. You Pokemon trainers are the treasure of Paldea. And amid the treasure, champions are the jewels that shine brightest. Champion Vickles. It is now your duty to set an example for all the trainers of Paldea. Now, allow me to walk you back to the entrance. I'm certain you'll find a familiar face waiting for you. Just so overwhelmed with emotion. Fickles! Fickles! Oh man, I can just tell by looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion? Yeah. Yeah, I knew it all along. I got word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. How? I didn't see her. You know what? Never mind. Oh man, Fickles, I'm a champion, and now you're a champion. We could be champions together, which means we're true equals. You and me, both champion rank trainers. This is amazing. Now that you've made it here, I've got one thing to say. You and me be the best rivals for life. No. Yes. Yes! Tomaya! Alright, you know what the rivals do? Battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. You ready? Do wait a moment, Champion Nimona. Huh? What's the matter, Primera? Champion assessment has only just ended. I believe a rest is in order for Champion Fickles, Talonflame, and the others. Champions must be understanding toward their opponents. Right. There I go, getting overexcited again. Sorry, Fickles and Talonflame. I also must ask, is this roadside really the setting you two want for your first battle as true equals and rivals? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. In that case, can we use one of the Pokemon League battle courts? Surely there's somewhere more fitting. A place with special meaning for the two of you, perhaps. Special meaning, huh? Let me see. Anywhere leap to mind, Fickles? Mesagoza? Mesagoza. Ooh, good call. The place where we set out on our journey. That reminds me, Fickles. Remember back when Director Clavel explained the treasure hunt? You know, he told us to go in search of our own treasure? Well, I know what treasure I've got out of all this. I found a true rival. Someone who can stand up to me at my full capabilities. That's right, I mean you. I'm so glad I got to meet you, Fickles. Anyway, that being said, I'll be waiting for you at the battle court in Mesagoza Central Plaza. See you there. The respect you two share is palpable, even a bit enviable, to be honest. I am known as La Primera, but even when facing me in the final test of her champion assessment, Champion Nimona didn't reveal her full might. In you, I suspect she has found someone she can battle without holding anything back. Well, that's reassuring, because I strove to beat you and Larry. Hell, the second half of the Elite Four and the champion battle. Alright, well, all that's left, I guess, is to take on Nimona. I have a feeling that when I get into town, though, I'm gonna get a cutscene, so I'm just gonna fly over here and, prepare. Alright, so I think she's gonna send out Lycanroc first, which means I can send you out first. Oh, good, I didn't start it yet. It didn't start on me yet. Yeah, I think this is, good. There we are. At least level 59. There we go. Oops, didn't want to do that. Still want to do that. Actually, what I want to start off with is Priscilla. Alright, let's go. Any second now. There you are, Vickles. You ready for a battle between champions? Because all these folks seem ready to watch. Word got around, I guess. And out of every single person gathered here, I'm the most excited by a mile. It's Larry in the background. Stage is set. It's my all-out power versus your strength in full fruition. Let's see who comes out on top. Alright, Nomona. Let me see what your full power is like then. Finally, the thing I've waited all this time for. Time to begin our greatest battle of all. Ooh, level 65. Yeah, why not? Stealth Rock. Hey, I've got just the solution for this. Nice, one hit. I think I helped teach you type matchups. Now you're using them to put the hurt on me. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna tell her. Pow Mott. Fighting and electric. Weak to fairy, ground, and psychic. It's also fast as hell. Ow. Hey, Volt. Oh, I think I did a good thing. Quick attack. Did not expect to see that on its moveset. Orthworm. Oh. So it absorbs ground type attacks, but it's weak to fire and fighting still. Okay. And if I had the final evolution of Knackley, I'd be able to hit it with a lot of damage thanks to Salt Cure, but I don't. All right, yeah, it's gonna absorb damage from ground attacks, so I gotta use close combat. Nice! One hit. Oh, that was a crit. A critical hit at a critical moment. That goes beyond luck. You've got some kind of gift. You know, in that case, yeah. If you were saying that a flower trick, I would question what's going through your mind. Ah, Dudunsparce. Actually, I think Priscilla's the right choice again. Wow, a lot of your team falls to the moveset of my Annihilate. Nice. I just noticed that she has the 3 segmented Dudunsparce. Goodra. I'm gonna go on ahead and do this just to get rid of the Stealth Rock. At the very least. because Tidy Up is perfect for that. Alright. Mind cleaning up here real quick for me? Thanks. One of the stones disappeared. Tidying up complete. Attack rose, speed rose. Dragon dance with benefits. Oh, I still live! How do you feel about getting hit by a population bomb as a consolation? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. I think the moveset on my mouse hold is perfect. You know what? You're perfect. Let me check the summary. I think I'm gonna outspeed it. Swap in. Yeah, I think of the 3 starters, Meowscarada is the fastest. It's all down to this, my last Pokemon. We're gonna fight with everything we've got. And let's get rid of my fighting weakness. Shine blazingly bright, my greatest treasure. I think water's leaking out of your Quaquaval's hair. You might want to get that checked out. One hit! Oh, right, it also crits. No matter what. I was gonna say, oh, it crit as well, but no, it does that normally. And it wouldn't have missed either. Flower Trick is a busted move. Oh, don't tell me she's gonna start crying. Crying out of excitement. You did it! This is legit incredible. You're the strongest out there, Vickles. I mean, you knocked me flat, and I was giving you absolutely everything I had. Everything I... Oh man, Pokemon battling, am I right? It's so much better. It's so much more fun than I ever even knew. Thanks for that incredible match. You beat me for real this time. Did that Drifloon just start watching on its own? Oh, good. I got other things I need to do. I think it's best if I just slowly walk away. Because I mean, she's probably just gonna keep going on. I'd best slowly walk away. Oh no. Well, I think I know which one I'm gonna have to complete second now. Oh, good. But yeah, that's Victory Road done. 1 out of 3 stories. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, unless it lets me, oh, is it gonna let me fly out? Yeah, hold on a second. Just in case, I'm gonna set up my team for the next of the fights. Excuse me. Well, now that I've beaten Victory Road, I think the other two stories getting done are gonna be a lot faster. Entrance Hall. Biology lab. Oh yeah, there's all this stuff that I haven't done yet. Oops. Well, let's make a quick detour to the nurse's office. Oh, look at that. They're sleeping. Little Toxel. I meant to talk to the guy next to you, but okay. Students call Nurse Miriam Mimi. I tried using that nickname with her once, but she just glared at me. You know what? I'd probably glare at you too. And would my controller stop doing that? Yeah. You know what? I think I'll talk to them later. Entrance hall. Okay. Well, let's go on ahead and go outside and see how the game's gonna handle this. Because as soon as you approach the doors to the entrance hall, the battle triggers. So yeah, I beat Victory Road path, and now let's see what happens here. Oh, okay, good. It just does that. Sup, Vickles? Director Clavel? Oh, come on. The name's Clive, remember? Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Allow me to reveal my true identity. Ha-ha! I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Naranja Academy, Mr. Clavel. I already knew that. What? But my disguise was perfect. Although, now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my useful act on a few occasions. That must have been what gave it away. Regardless, there's still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. That's impossible. Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using, you know, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh, yes, it was very clever. So, Miss Vickles, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there's one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all. You know, I was kind of hoping to actually just walk away and battle you at my own leisure, but okay. Alright, Clavel, what do you got? I am Cassiopeia of Team Star. With this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end. Yeah, you're not. Two, 3, 4, 5. I'll do that again before I fall asleep. Three. Oh, cool, 3 hits. I thought it would have taken 4. And I'm asleep. Obama Snow. Ooh, you're quad weak to fire. Perfect. All of my Talonflame's attacking moves actually are strong against this. In some kind of degree. It started to snow. Aww. So yeah, double weakness, quad weakness. I think I know which one I'm going for. Oh god, there's no tree left. There's just a bunch of water and ash. Ooh, Gyarados. Hopefully this actually knocks it out. Nice. Make its attacks a little less potent against me. Thunderbolt. Okay, good. On the off chance it managed to survive that. Poltegeist. Oh, perfect. Alright, nice slash. Nice. Didn't have an opportunity to use anything against me. Alright, Amoonguss. It's grass poison, so I've got 2 Pokemon that can take it out easily. Actually gonna go on ahead and use Firecracker again. And no, I'm not gonna do the thing. You're not getting that satisfaction from me. This Pokemon predated that game by 8 years. Seven to 8 years, I believe. But yeah, this thing is older than that game. No, I'm not saying the name of the game. Alright, you have the, you have whichever starter was never picked. You're asleep, so you're useless. You're Fire Ghost. So obviously, I'm using a fighting type. Oh, it's gonna terrestrialize into a pure fire type. To think that I, Cassiopeia, would be backed into a corner like this. If you're gonna terrestrialize into a pure fire type, I'm just gonna earthquake the hell out of you. Very well. Seems I'll have to terrestrialize my Pokemon. I like the design of Skeleturge for one reason. The little tiny round firebird on the top, on the tip of its snout, or that Skeleturge has, rather. Well, it's not getting stabbed from Shadow Ball. Good. Snow stopped. But yeah, that's really the only reason well, besides Skeleturge actually being a cool design, I do like the Firebird that it comes with. Alright. That was actually a much easier fight than I thought it was going to be. How strong you've grown. Well now, Miss Vickles, it seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I'm not actually Cassiopeia.
Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden, but I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. That is why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win. So I challenged you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. But turns out you're as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance of saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shames me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia. Take on the big boss of Team Star and win.
Leave it to me.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands.
You there! What do you think you're doing?
Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you.
It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavel. I come here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself, facing off against one of our students, no less. What were you thinking?
No, if I could just explain, you see, it's a rather sad tale.
Oh, spare me, your excuses reek worse than a stunky's behind.
A stunky's behind? Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Miss Vickles.
You'll write a letter of apology to the students and faculty at once, and I'll be reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board. Make no mistake.
Good gracious, no. Anything but that. I implore you.
Alright, you go deal with that. I'm gonna go on ahead and head to the schoolyard. There's only one person who could be. And if you haven't figured it out, I'll wait until I'm in the schoolyard. Alright, all my Pokemon are healed up. And if you didn't know, you can actually go anywhere. You can pick where to go just by coming up to one of these little kiosks. You don't need to go to one of the exits to the room. Alright, schoolyard, let's go. Because I think it is nighttime. Or it just becomes nighttime. It's Penny. Vickles. Thanks for coming. This must be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside of school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get a hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf. All for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be, Penny.
Thanks.
Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology Miss Time had me... preparations took longer than expected.
That voice. Are you Clive?
Penny. So it was you after... is that you, Cassiopeia?
In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves.
Okay, will do. Dog.
Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now, bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. Ready for a rave? Because this is what happens when you want to rave in Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, she has an evolution team. I won't hold back this time in this battle. I'll stay true to the Team Star code. Oh, she's not having Umbreon use baby doll eyes. Alright, so... next best thing I got is probably... you. Flareon! Oh, that would have been perfect. Oh, well. Oh, keeping you out. So there are 8 evolutions, and she's only able to carry 6, so let's take bets on what she's gonna have. I actually know, but yeah. Vaporeon! Yep, there's Baby Doll Eyes. All of her Pokemon have that, by the way. Leafeon. Figured she'd have a different one than that, though. Alright, well... means Firecracker's gonna take it out easily. Who would have thought that the theme of the Eevee... who would have thought that the theme of Eevee and the evolutions would be a hardcore rave? Also, I think Penny misunderstood the teachers when they were saying that Eevees were important in Pokemon battles. No, I'm not sorry. Ooh. Okay, it was trying to think, I guess. Ooh, okay. Gonna do that again. Ah, 2 priority moves. Haha! Rocky Helmet. Oh, that was a crit. Jolteon. Gonna need something super fast. I mean, Talonflame is super fast, but I have another super fast Pokemon I want to use at least once. You ain't seen nothing until a mouse family and its extent and all of their relatives kick the ass of a single Pokemon with one move. Ugh! Alright, hopefully I should be faster than it now. Alright, everyone come on up and kick its ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Wide lens makes that move so much better. The one on the right is just eager to kick ass. Look at it just bouncing around. About to send out Sylveon. Will you switch your Pokemon? Yes. What do I have that's a hard counter to, Actually, I think the only thing I've got that actually is super effective against Fairy is my Firecracker. But I'm gonna keep you out until you faint, though. I can't fault you on your battle skills at all. No wonder the bosses fell at your hands. This is her ace. So it's gonna have Fairy Terra typing. And you know what? I'm gonna go on ahead and do this. Time to terrestrialize. Shine bright like the starry sky and become who you really want to be. Population bomb! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mousehold is amazing. Penny of Team Star has fallen. It's all over now. It's finally over, guys. It's done. And one more flashback. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up! Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking! We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in a courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed. Merely we did declare intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist their tyrannous oppression. Ha-ha! 'Twas a bloodless victory, we assure you. Ha-ha! Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon. They just blabbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right. The little stump might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you into all this. So I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and big boss. Oh, noble and kind big boss. You can't. Ha-ha. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah, and what about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right? All I can say to you guys is thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again? I need to go take care of some things. Prithee, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, Fickles. And you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end, dog. I guess this is it for Team Star, and me too.
Hold that thought, Miss Penny. I'd like to check something with you first.
Check? What?
Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this?
I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit.
Why not simply order them to?
Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them.
So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously.
They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband.
Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team.
Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them.
That's the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star, no, what do your friends in the team mean to you?
They're my greatest treasure.
Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny.
What?
Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you.
Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out.
Indeed. Well, then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal my own secret identity. Ha-ha!
Director Clavel!
Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine.
But why?
I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to the teachers, after all. Much more so when faced with the director of the academy.
Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig.
Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out?
Huh? Yo, big boss, long time no see. Momo. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only just found out your real name now. Melly.
Verily is thy long-hidden countenance a sight for sore eyes, my lady. Ha-ha!
Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny. How have you been this whole time? Orty. We found you at last. You have no idea how worried we've been. Harry. Okay, gang, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Hasta la vista, Cassiopeia. And hello, Penny.
Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies.
Come again?
As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure.
What? I still don't... I mean, why?
You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced of the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But I now know this piece was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and, of course, your immense courage in putting things to right. And so, I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband and my threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish.
Woohoo! Penny, is that great? Isn't that great? Now we can all stay together.
Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee, haha!
But I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Clavel told us all about it. As far as we heard, we only went through with it. You only went through with it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right? Not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to, after all. Ain't our style.
I cannot even begin to imagine how much you have feared for us, Lady Penny. Haha.
So, sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But even so...
Hold on, everyone. I have more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star to disband has been revoked. However, there are still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protracted truancy, your blatant customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized uses of academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked.
Oh, right. All that.
Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service.
Community service?
Yes, specifically, I will be asking you to manage the STCs.
And that stands for...
The Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I plan for the Academy to found them all in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Miss Fickles battling her way through your bases. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns?
No. No? Sounds like fun, so I don't see how this be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say, but since the STCs are supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny.
'Tis true, we would most happily have you on our sides, my lady. Ha-ha!
We can go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We were already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. That'd be a sweet deal for us. So what do you say? You guys... Fickles, what do you think? Give it your best. Huh? I just...
No need to give your response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least, I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should break up Team Star, after all. I simply meant it's time to leave. Miss Fickles, please stop by my office later if you would.
Well, let's head into his office then. Director's office. God, I've had to use so many voices in succession. Feels like my throat's dry all the time.
Here you are, Miss Fickles. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude.
Who's there? It's Penny.
Miss Penny, do come in.
Hello, Director. About the STCs. I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star.
That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response.
But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think.
Why so? Because of Operation Starfall?
No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did.
And what would that be?
You know the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping with Operation Starfall? I got a hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system.
I see. That is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place.
It wasn't all that hard. I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again.
This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult Miss Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed.
I figured as much.
I do apologize, Miss Vickles, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy.
Okay, that's fair. Let's go to the entrance hall. Well, all's well that ends well, right? Things turned out good for both the school and all of Team Star. In fact, the taxes that they were employed are kind of getting, sort of streamlined. Vickles? Penny? There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in front of the school stairs? You know, where we first met? I'll be waiting. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go on ahead and run her over with Koraidon. Oh. I literally ran her over, too. I didn't even notice her there. Hasta la vista. The 6 of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the LP thing. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. What happened? The Pokemon League said they'd waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but, thank you so much. You saved Team Star and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here. Oh! I got Draco Meteor. Comets are summoned down from the sky to the target. The recoil from this move harshly lowers the user's special attack stat. Cool. I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time I'll be the one helping you, Vickles. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. So they were so impressed by her ability to find the flaws in the League security systems that they want her to work for them to make them even better. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, that's another storyline done. All that's left is to meet with Arven. But that took a lot. The Pokemon League actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, so I'm probably just going to end it off today. End it off right here. So, I'm going to go on ahead and fly somewhere. Not there. Yeah, I'll fly here, and then we'll, pick up. We'll take care of Arven's story tomorrow, and then start the Well, I'm not going to start the final, segment of the story. I'm actually going to go on ahead and take care of something else before starting the final story. But I'll reveal what that is next time. So YouTube, thank you for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you later.